This week we're going to talk Christmas presents.
Yes, it's that time of year, so we're going to be giving you our top 10 recommendations of Christmas gifts that you can buy yourself or a fellow van lifer.
Things like this window vacuum,
This out-in espresso coffee maker, and even why this little spray bottle may be the perfect Christmas gift for any van lifer.
So without further ado, let's get into the video.
Are you going to show everyone our first Christmas gift recommendation then, Rosie?
Yeah.
Where is it?
I swear I put it here somewhere. So it takes a lot of time and effort to look like this if you're a van lifer. So let's show you how we do it.
So first thing on the list is what Rosie is currently sporting. This is actually how we manage to stay clean when we're on the road.
So this is our shower tent. We got a lot of use out of it when we're doing our van life around Europe.
Because when you're in places as remote as this, especially in Europe, there's not always the chance to get a fresh, hot shower. And in a van as small as ours, there is no way we could have put a proper shower in. So this is our solution. Let's show you how it works. So essentially, it comes in a really nice handy travel bag, and it's basically the same kind of design as a pop-up tent.
Easy.
It's not the most glamorous thing in the world, but it does the job. We are absolutely no stranger to using this thing, and I'm 6 foot and I can fit pretty much perfectly. This little device allows us to use our next recommendation quite easily, especially when we're in remote places like this, not having access to a normal shower. It gives us privacy, and when it's windy, it also gives us a little bit of shelter to allow us to get clean.
So I can actually get up to all kinds of activities in here, and you wouldn't even know what I'm doing.
But with that being said, putting it away is a little bit of effort. So let's show you how that works. And there we go. That's ready to go back in its travel pack and get in our boot.
And to go with our shower tent, we've got our rechargeable shower.
So this is our second recommendation to buy any van lifer. This thing is going to save your life and make you feel a whole lot better when you haven't got access to a normal shower. So obviously, like a normal shower, it comes with a hose that's detached, the actual shower head itself with loads of different settings, and a really handy water saving stop-start function, and then the actual shower unit itself, which is USB-C rechargeable, got suction cups on the bottom to submerge into water, and also this model has a temperature setting, so when you put it into a bucket of water, you can see exactly what temperature your shower is going to be. So that's it all assembled. All we do is carry a folding bucket in the van with us, pop in some water, and then if we were actually going to have a shower today, we would boil about 3 litres of boiling hot water, add it to the cold, and you're left with a super nice temperature shower. So all you've got to do is take your shower, pop it in the bucket of water, turn it on, and then you've got running water. Lovely. So if you want to pick the shower or the shower tent up, as well as everything else we're going to mention in this video, there'll be links to everything down in our description. But for now, let's move on to the next recommendation. So we've come to a really remote location here in South Wales to show you our next Christmas van life recommendation. And this one is for all you coffee lovers. The guys at Outin offered to send us this travel-friendly portable espresso maker for us to try out and recommend to you guys. This is actually their Christmas gift set, so if you click the link in our description, you can pick one up for yourself just in time for Christmas. First of all, packaging is absolutely amazing. You've got a really nice gift set, you've got some really nice instructions on how to use the device, some branded stickers, and then the device itself. It comes with a little cup to decant your espresso in, some extra coffee holders, a scoop and a tamp, and then this is the cool part. You can even put in coffee pods and make espresso from anywhere. And then as part of the gift set, you've got the Outin universal coffee stand. And here's one I made earlier. So all you've got to do when the device is up and running is pop it on top, put your water in the top, the coffee in the bottom, your cup underneath, and in about 200 seconds from cold water, or pretty much instantly from hot water, you've got perfectly made espresso. And if my glamorous assistant off camera would throw me the coffee, we're going to give it a try with some Welsh made Wrexham Bean Co coffee. Placing it into the coffee basket and then using the scoop for the coffee as a tamp to make sure all your coffee grounds are nice and compact, ready for the brew. And then all you've got to do is replace the lid and then screw it to the bottom of the device. And then using the measurements that are inside the water chamber itself, you fill up the water, replace the lid, pop it on top of the stand, and then with the press of the button, this device is going to spend 200 seconds heating up all the water you've put into it, sending it down into the coffee grounds, and then down here is going to be your freshly made espresso in the middle of nowhere. Brewing 4 to 5 cups on a full charge using cold water, or 200 plus cups using hot water. You can make a variety of different coffees, all with this little device from wherever you are in the world with no need for a power source. And this little coffee stand that comes in the Christmas gift set is adjustable to suit any mug you want to put under it.
And just because we're feeling a little bit bougie today, we decided to go for an iced latte.
So if you want to pick one of these guys up for yourself, I'll leave a link directly to the out-in, travel-friendly espresso maker down in the description, just in time for Christmas.
If you use our link below, you can get yourself 10% off.
Now let's move on to our next recommendation. Next up on the list, these are some security devices that will keep your campervan safe. There is absolutely nothing worse than putting your heart and soul into a campervan build, building it to your own specifications and making it into your tiny home on wheels, than the thought of your campervan getting broken into and stolen. That's where these puppies come in.
And they double as weapons. So this is our steering wheel lock, which we absolutely love. We put this on every single time that we leave the van. All through Europe we used it, and we even use it in the UK. So if someone did end up breaking into your vehicle, there's no chance that they're going to be taking it away because they can't steer. So let's show you how it works. So the way this works is we've got a little key which goes through here and releases that. And all you've got to do is lock your steering wheel, pop it on, lock it into place, and you're good to go.
So next up in terms of vehicle security, we've got this wheel clamp, which is a little bit more of a visual deterrent than the actual steering lock we use all around Europe. We've recently got this and it's a really, really good device. It's made up of high-grade stainless steel and it is not going to go anywhere once it's on your wheel. It's an exterior security device that goes onto the front of your wheel and stops it going anywhere. So let's show you how it works. We've got a little key on our van keys that pops into the device itself, allowing you to take it apart and actually put it onto your wheel. You pop one side behind the wheel, one side in front, slot the whole thing together, lock it in place, and that is your van completely secure, stopping anyone from moving this wheel at all. So devices like these, although they may not seem like exciting Christmas presents, if you've got a van lifer out there, or even yourself who needs to just have a little bit of peace of mind when it comes to being on the road in your self-built camper van, these things are going to be your best friends.
Well, that's enough of the practical stuff. Let's show you some little ways to have fun on the road. So we keep a variety of little board games, pocket-sized, all of them, so we can keep them in the van. And we like to get them out on a rainy day or when we're just bored of each other.
Which is never. So we are absolutely no stranger to anything on this table. We like to keep travel size things in the van, like Rosie said, to play on a rainy day or when we can't leave the van or just can't be asked to leave the van. So if you're a van lifer, having something in the van that you like to do with each other, then these kind of things are really going to come in handy. We've got these like magnetic checkers travel set, but the first time we ever got it out to play with it, Rosie broke it.
I didn't break it. But now it's easy. So like Naz could be in bed and I could be over here, and then we just sort of like... And one of our absolute favourite games that we have on this table, Monopoly Deal. As you can tell from the battered case, we absolutely love playing this game. Some of us are way better than others. So these games are really good because they're all quite inexpensive and they're really good stocking fillers.
So don't go into van life and travel thinking you're going to be outside exploring all of the time. At some point on your extended road trip, you're going to be in the van and you're going to be looking for something to do. So now that it's just in time for Christmas, we highly recommend you pick up something to keep in your van to play on a rainy day.
Next up on our list is this window vac. He's called Jim. He smells and he's a bit mouldy. So this window vac would have come in handy for our last trip that we did around Europe, if we would have brought the correct charger. We did, however, manage to use it a handful of times and it was very good.
So if you're going to buy one of these, and we'll explain why you should in a minute, definitely remember the charger. Condensation in a van when you're living in it is absolutely horrendous. We wake up in the morning and realise all of our windows are completely condensated from us sleeping in the van overnight. And we've also got a little dog who expels a lot of very stinky breath. So in the morning, when our windscreen and our windows are completely full of condensation, not allowing us to get on the road as quick as we'd like, we turn this guy on, it sucks up all the condensation, and then we're on the road in a matter of 30 seconds to a minute, rather than waiting about 10 minutes for our windscreen to actually clear up.
So we're actually using our window vac quite a bit at the minute because our fans don't work.
So window vac to the rescue. It's an absolutely great device. And if you've got an old van like ours and the fans decide not to work, this guy is going to come in really handy.
So let's show you a little demonstration.
So armed with our trusty spray bottle, and we'll get on to why this is a great Christmas gift for a van lifer in just a second. With this guy, we're going to emulate a night spent in the van with loads of condensation, but we're going to do it on the outside. So imagine you spent the night in the van, your windows are all condensated and you want to get them dry to stop mold in the van and to get you on the road really quickly. All you've got to do is turn the window vacuum on and away this goes. Absolutely good as new. So pick one of these guys up, you will not regret it. There'll be a link down below. So now the moment you've probably all been waiting to hear about. Why on earth is this little spray bottle making a really good Christmas gift for any van lifer? Well, trust me when I say we go everywhere with this and we use it probably more than anything else in the camper van. So let's show you why. So any van lifer is going to know that water is the biggest resource you've got to worry about when you're in your camper van. We have got a tap in the van that runs fresh running water, but if you did your washing up with that, you'd use a hell of a lot of water and you'd constantly be worried about where you're going to fill up next. That's where our best friend and the best money we've ever spent comes in. This little spray bottle is going to save you a hell of a lot in water when you're washing up. So taking the mug that we dirtied earlier, having our lovely coffee outside, all you've got to do is spray it down, wet your sponge and then give it a wash using very minimal water. And then once it's all clean and you're ready to rinse, you use the spray bottle again. And that is all clean and ready to go back in the drawer. And it's used about 10 to 15 millilitres of water as opposed to running our tap and wasting litres upon litres. Because it's a small van, it's got a small water system, we want to save it as much as we possibly can. They are really inexpensive and they will save you a lot of hassle and headaches when you're on the road.
So moving on to another practical item which we absolutely love, these packing cubes. So these packing cubes were absolutely perfect for our trip around Europe as we only have a small amount of space to pop all of our clothes, including winter and summer clothes. So we were able to organise our clothes into different sections and compartments in the van, and packing all your clothes into these cubes saved us an absolute ton of space. These packing cubes are absolutely battered because we have used them non-stop, but we have a variety of sizes here. Large, medium, small, and it just repeats and repeats and repeats. So by using these packing cubes, we were able to separate all of our clothes from bulky winter jumpers to little summer dresses. We definitely recommend that you guys pick these up for yourselves.
And the last practical recommendation of ours in terms of travel in a van is all about traveling in Europe in a camper van. So in order to travel in Europe, there are certain things you've just got to take with you to legally drive abroad. So there's really handy kits that you can buy online just in time for Christmas if anyone you know or yourself is going to be jetting off to Europe, or not jetting off, driving off to Europe in the new year. So these kits cover absolutely everything from your high-vis vests, your warning triangles, and even UK stickers and spare bulb kits. So you get all these in the kits, which gives you complete peace of mind for when you're traveling in Europe. You've got absolutely everything that you've legally got to carry in your vehicle. And these kits even come with Eurolight stickers. which are absolutely essential and a legal requirement for travelling in Europe. Just make sure when you get back to the UK, you tick them off. And our last couple of things to mention in terms of Christmas gifts to give any van lifer is quite simply some table and chairs. And the delivery guy must be arriving at some point with my order.
Delivery.
So no one in the van life and camping scene is a stranger to camping chairs and tables. But I think they often get overlooked when it comes to van life because you spent ages building your camper van. Why on earth are you going to be thinking about chairs to sit outside? But they are absolutely essential. So we've got our bucket chairs down there in the blue, which we got at a really decent price, and they are super comfy. But there are loads of options out there, just like the one Rosie's currently setting up, which is a super lightweight and really small package that you can take absolutely anywhere, no matter the size of your van. So on our first 3-month trip around Europe, we ended up going with the really lightweight and space-saving chairs. And about a couple of weeks in, we quickly realised that was a massive mistake, wasn't it?
Yeah, we much prefer these beautiful bucket chairs that we've got.
And with the Black Friday deals coming up and all the deals you're going to be getting just before Christmas, you're probably going to be able to pick up these chairs, or if not, something better at a really good price for your next road trip.
But these chairs aren't complete without a table to go with it.
This table was definitely one of the better purchases we made just before our first van life trip. It's really space saving, and this whole top piece comes off, folds up into a really small bag, pretty much the same size as what the chairs go into. It's a little bit pricey, but the quality is absolutely amazing, and it's allowed us on an evening in Portugal or Spain to sit outside the van in a lovely park up and enjoy our dinner al fresco.
Naked.
Naked.
That's what al fresco sounds like.
So if you're midway through your build, if you've done your build and you're excited to go on your van life adventures, don't overlook these kind of things because they're just going to make your experience around Europe and the UK in your van a whole lot better.
So there you have it, guys. Those were our recommendations for van lifers this Christmas.
Obviously, this isn't an exhausted list. There are so many other things that you could buy for a van lifer that would make their time on the road a whole lot better. And as it's leading up to Christmas, it's an absolutely great time to pick up anything or everything in this list for yourself or anyone you know that may have a van or may absolutely love to travel.
And if you don't celebrate Christmas, just go treat yourself.
So if you want to pick up anything we've mentioned in this video, head down into our description where there'll be links for absolutely everything. And of course, a cheeky 10% discount using our link down below for the out-in travel-friendly espresso maker.
So if you did like the video, please consider subscribing and giving us a like down below.
But that's it from us. Stay tuned for the next one. But until then, we'll catch you next time.
Let's go!
Right, Rosie, pack everything up.